Two Queers in a Truck. And I'm DJ Gunn, and my sidekick, Christian Cano, partner with Gunn, is coming up next.
Hey everyone, I'm Jim's sidekick. Welcome to Two Queers in a Truck. Hi y'all.
See you soon.
Good morning, everybody. It is Two Queers in a Truck time with Gersemi and Christian, and we have a special guest. We normally don't do guests on this particular show like we do the coffee show, but this one's important for not just the times that we're living in, but what they do and where they do it at, I think is more important than ever. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. And hi, Scott. How are you?
Good. Hi.
We're very much a bootleg show, so we're very informal. And
trying to say howdy. Yes.
Yeah, howdy. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're in Dallas, so it's super appropriate. Right. Christian and I both grew up in Texas, so
that's right.
Two refugees.
But what do we say now? It's our birthplace, right? We used to say we're native Texans.
Not home state anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we just say it's our birthplace.
But to the chagrin of most of my Texas relatives, but it's what is the Purple Party? What is it for? Just to jump right into it because we have limited time.
Sure.
Why is it important in 2026, and why do you do it?
Sure. Yeah. So Purple Foundation was started in 2001, and it was done by a group of friends with a little bit of seed money, and they decided to throw a party and take the proceeds and give it back. And it's first started with a lot with trying to help with funding like the resource center and so forth that's in the Dallas area. So we do it to raise the money for our community and to actually give it back to our beneficiaries. So we have several beneficiaries that we give the money back to.
Okay. And I'm assuming that this I read over the website a little bit and
sure
got acquainted with it. And I'd heard of the Purple Party before. I still have a lot of friends in different parts of Texas, including the greater Dallas area. So I have no doubt that I know some people that have attended the party multiple times, probably. And what changed in 2021 because obviously, we've had a need in the community for a long time. What inspired it? Was there a particular event, or was there something that
And
made you think in 2021, hey, let's do this thing?
so
What
you're
kind was
talking
the
about back
catalyst?
in 2001 when we started is when you're asking?
Yeah,
Oh,
2001.
2001. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Well, so I wasn't around with the organization back then, but it was a group of friends. But back then, even early on in the early 2000s and 90s, so forth, eh, people with AIDS and people with other health problems, even just to give you an example of, people didn't want to, dentists didn't even want to touch, gays that had, AIDS or anything like that. So, even the resource center was trying to fund a new dentistry that will service our community and so forth. But they need money to raise all that. So that there was a big group of people in Dallas that was actually trying to find ways to raise money. So this was one way that they did it. Let's put together a party and have a good time celebrating it. At the same time, we're raising money for our beneficiaries.
Yeah, and we're seeing drastic cuts in federal support recently on a lot of this kind of stuff. Amongst that and school lunches and a bunch of other,
Right.
worthy causes that just for some reason aren't important anymore. What are y'all doing anything different this year? Is there something that's also become more of a focus, or anything new that we can expect from 2026?
Well, so there's of course obviously lots of challenges we have in front of us. Like you said, the lack of DEI now and companies that are kind of removed it from their policies and so forth. And, of course, we're not seeing corporate giving, and it's, that's kind of a touchy thing anyway for us to be a party type environment and getting corporate. But yes, we're seeing challenges across the board with that. And what we are doing is, though, coming together more as a community to bring gay owned, businesses that actually are coming in, actually they'll sponsor us and they'll be part of Purple as well. So we're seeing more and more of that. And actually we're starting to work with people like Circuit Mom and some others in the industry to actually kind of bring some of those businesses together. So we're kind of trying to create a consortium of people to bring together. So yeah, the things that we're doing to Purple this year to change is that there are other challenges when it comes to this industry too as well. We have lots of competition. And it's not just in circuit party scene, and it's not just the gay queer events. It's the festivals, the music festivals, and all the stuff that's going on, and a lot more competition. So we're competing against these big festivals with a lot of production, and it's hard for us to keep up. Plus, costs are a lot higher now as well. So yeah, we have a lot of challenges in front of us. But since COVID, we saw a real big bang of people just, being pimped up and just pent up, and I said pimped up, but pent up.
Yeah, be
And
both.
yeah, be both true. Yeah. And so then everybody's ready to get out and party and have a good time. So we saw a big influx of people in 2022, and then 23, and then now it's starting to taper off again. So we've seen a decline in 24 and 25, and we've even seen some of the circuit parties die out there as well. Like
Yeah.
we've lack of white party now. DC Cherry has struggled. Some of the others, and so we saw the decline as well. This year, we've actually kind of catered differently. We're changing our events. We've stepped up our production. So if anybody's attended last year, they'll see the effort in production. And this year, we've actually worked really hard on our DJ lineup to actually cater to a broader range of music. So without getting into all the different events and what the events do for everybody, we think we have now Purple is Purple. We don't just call it a circuit party, but we still has elements of all circuit to it. But we're trying to cater to a broader group of people. So
Yeah, I want to ask you a question about that right after this break, and we are going to have more chats about the Purple Party and its worthy cause right after these important messages. Hey, everybody, you can catch us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Spotify, and all Apple Store, the Google machine, and whoever else does podcasts.
we're on there. We broke in and we're staying. So enjoy the Two Queers in the Truck on your favorite audio podcast platform. Thanks for listening or watching. Bye, boo. Happy ride.
Hi, this is Urine Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedeke is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, I know, butthurt losers, but I'm not going to say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm going to be annoying. I'm going to say fuck fascism, and I'm going to stand up against this shit. So please, like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live with.
Hey y'all, thanks for listening to Two Queers in a Truck. And we do broadcast on YouTube and Facebook in a video version. And we're also on all the audio platforms out there. So your favorite way to listen to your podcast. We've been doing this for a couple years and we appreciate y'all listening. We know you have a ton of choices, even though we may be the best choice. We always appreciate our listeners and we'll try to bring you quality in the future. Thanks for listening. As always, Christian and Jenny, we're out. Thank y'all. We are back. I've noticed a debate, and I don't even know whether we have the time to get into it or not. This might be on one of the other episodes. There has been a debate on social media, and I scan the social media for news stories and things like that, especially queer stories. Been some pushback from the LGBT community to include the allies and that the allies are invading our spaces. Now here's your quandary is how do you support your events and include the allies,
Right.
but also keep it a safe space? And I think some of these, like these purple parties, there's one way to do it is to, and I was curious what your thoughts are.
Sure.
Because we have to live in this world. We have to share these spaces, but we also want it to be queer centric. So how do you guys do it? Is there a balance? Is it picking a broader category of music or broader category of events or styles? What do y'all do to keep it fresh for both groups?
Sure, absolutely. We could take a broad look at all the events that we have throughout the year too, and say that we've got events that are actually ally friendly, and we've even considered doing call it an allied event. So there's part of that. But when you talk about Purple Party Weekend, the one that's coming up here soon, our biggest weekend, we do it in a number of different ways. We offer pool parties for one. So we have the pool party model. We have the night parties, and then we have the afters. And then when you want to also take a look at, we have the Sunday tea dance. And so you take all those and they kind of cater to a different group of people. Of course you can do all of them. We'd love for everybody to do all of them, but the pool parties are good for just a casual, just hang out by the pool. It's very ally friendly. I think it's very tame for those parties. The music's lighter. It's not necessarily always circuit. It could be more poppier. And then you go to the night parties. And so what's happened to us in Dallas is there's some challenges of the city. Circuit parties are known for going all night. We've had challenges with venues in Dallas now shutting down at 2. We can't, the venue we've had for years now has to shut down at 2 and not at 6 a.m. So we didn't like that at first, but then it's actually created this new model for us, and where the night parties, they go till 2 a.m. And they're incredible production. We bring in really good DJs, and it could be a little bit more ally friendly, but it's also more just catered to just the general population, the gay population, and they can come and enjoy that party. And then we, of course, now because it ends at 2, we have our afters. And our after starts at 2:00 and picks up the pace, but it's definitely, as you can imagine, an afters, and it's more geared toward,
They're fun.
Yes. Exactly. But the
I
model
heard
works really well.
rumor has it.
Rumor has it. Yes.
has it.
Rumor has it. Yes.
Well, that's a great segment, and we will actually end on that note. But if people want to find out about y'all, what would be the best place for them to go on the interwebs to find you guys?
Sure. It's purplefoundation.org. You'll find everything you need to know about the parties, about the organization itself, where the money goes to, and the whole rundown of the entire weekend for Purple Party Weekend. And yeah, encourage you to go check it out.
Awesome. And if y'all are in the greater DFW Metroplex area in this time frame, and what is the calendar of events? When does it start and when does it end?
Yes, it starts on a Thursday. So we start our pre-party on a Thursday. We actually have a welcoming party at the host hotel that afternoon, but the first party event actually starts at Thursday at Station 4.
Okay.
And then
used to be the old village station for those of us who are old enough to remember that.
True.
So
Yes, it's true. Yep. Definitely history.
I don't remember it.
Yes.
So.
We heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gersemi and I we're running on 35 here, so we're just.
So we definitely want people to seek this out and research this and create awareness for this event. And that's all we have for this week is this topic right here, which is a very, very important one, considering we're called Two Queers in a Truck, and we're all about the community. So appreciate you coming on, Sky, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all. Bye, Boo.
Bye, Boo.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching Two Queers in a Truck. We have a special guest, so if you do happen to catch this, please tune in and support it. And the information about the deal, but it is the Purple Party Foundation in Dallas, Texas.
My favorite color.
And great color of royalty. So definitely check this out. Do the greater community a favor, and they do a lot of great work. It's a party for a cause. Make sure you at least research it, Google it. And if you can attend it and you are in the greater DFW area at that time, I encourage you to come out and do so. We endorse it and we appreciate everything that they do. Bye, y'all. Bye, Boo.
Bye, y'all. Bye, Boo.
Hey, y'all. Got a special message for you. Today, and today only, we're going to do a special drawing. We've never done this in the history of the show before. But whether you watch the Two Queers in a Truck, Coffee and Pandose, or the Circuit Queens, the first ever episode, we had Scott from the Purple Party Foundation on. And what we decided to do is a thank you to our listeners and viewers is that right here on this posting, on April 29th only, we are going to just say that you saw it and what year the Purple Party Foundation started. And so you'll have to get the answer correct and you'll be put into a drawing. We will do a drawing of the names that respond. And one lucky winner will get a VIP pass to this weekend's party. Now, for you to be eligible, you got to attend. So you have to be able to get to Dallas, Texas. And the second and most important thing is that you do respond to us. So we will contact you via Facebook Messenger to get your details. But this is a $600 value, guys. And it is a great party for a cause. And one lucky listener will win this. So if you can get to Dallas this weekend, which is the 30th through, I believe, May 3rd.
May 4th. May 4th, yeah.
It is a huge all-weekend event and gets you to everything. It's a VIP.
$600 value, wow.
$600.
Can we enter?
600 bananas is not cheap, that's for sure. And but it's a special thank you. It's also a draw interest. So, look for this post. Look for the previous post before this. We're going to try to get a lot of people to post on this particular post. Yep. We're also going to make commercials to let you know about this ahead of time. And we appreciate your viewership and listenership. And as always, have a great weekend. And we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Hi, everybody. This is Yorense from the Espera Cash Show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA. Go to your nearest homeless shelter. Go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities, by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is, one, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. Two, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And three, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who stormed Normandy, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Yorense again from Espera Que, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.